Alright guys, let me give you my review of Resident Evil Requiem. I know I'm late to the game, but you know what? I don't care. I'm not competing with anybody. But anyways, let's get to the review. Let's start with the gameplay. The gameplay can be divided into two categories. The first one is Leon's gameplay. This is similar to Resident Evil 2 Remake or Resident Evil 4 Remake. Third-person shooter, you're going around corridors, you're shooting down zombies, solving puzzles, etc, etc. It's everything you know, everything you love. There's nothing different about it. It's just as good as you remember it. The second gameplay, you play as Grace. This is very similar to Resident Evil 7 and Resident Evil 8, the first person, but you can shift to third person if you want, but it's played best in first person. So in this game, the gameplay, you get the best of both worlds, because to be honest with you guys, I enjoyed both forms. I enjoyed Resident Evil 7 and 8. I like those games. They were great games in my opinion. I saw nothing wrong with them, although they're different from the previous Resident Evil games, but still, it's fresh. And I also enjoy the third-person shooter style ones too, like Resident Evil 4, 5, 6, etc. So you get the best of both worlds. I've never seen this happen in a Resident Evil game. I think this is how every Resident Evil game should be moving forward. You satisfy every fan base. And you know what? Both types of gameplay are done very well. I can't find anything wrong with it. I mean, what can I say? There's nothing for me to say. I enjoyed both styles. There's not much for me to say. I say 10 out of 10 on the gameplay. Let's go with the graphics. I played this on the Xbox Series X. I think the graphics were phenomenal. I didn't see anything wrong with them. I didn't feel like it didn't feel like you're playing this on an Xbox One or a PS4. You remember the Resident Evil games running on those old consoles? They feel like crap. No, the games run smooth on these consoles at 60 frames per second, and they look fantastic. Once again, I have no complaints. The controls, I have no complaint on the controls either. Now, but the story is a little bit weak in my opinion compared to other Resident Evil games like 7, 8, or 4, or Code Veronica. Because half the time, I don't get what is Grace's role in this. I mean, there's spoilers ahead, but it's kind of weak. Cause like it's not as like, oh, I'm gonna be on the edge of my seat. I don't want to spoil much, but it's like you've seen this and done this before 100 times in a Resident Evil game. There's there's an evil organization, there's an evil villain, he's studying a new type of virus that's infecting people. You got to go into an isolated research facility, a hospital, then you shift to different areas. But one thing I did like is you go back to Raccoon City, as it was seen in Resident Evil 2 Remake and Resident Evil 3 Remake, specifically in the police station, which is a kind of a nice throwback. So I really enjoyed that, and you faced off old enemies in a new fashion. So once again, good throwbacks. But if you ask me, the story is more on the weaker side, because you don't know what the main villain is trying to do. What is Elpis? The ending is very anticlimactic. And who's the real culprit? Is it Umbrella? Is it Wesker? Is it somebody else? Who are the connections? We don't know. So I mean, it's whatever. It's not the worst story, right? You get what I mean? But it's not the best story, and it's lacking a little bit on the Resident Evil atmosphere. If you ask me, it gets a little bit too action-packed, especially towards the end. But that's okay, whatever. But overall, what do I give this game? I think I give this game a solid 8 out of 10. It's definitely worth playing, guys. It took me around 12 hours to beat this game. But you know what, that's fine. I wish it was a little bit longer, like Resident Evil 4 Remake. We gotta go into the 20-hour territories with these games, because these games are so good. I wish they lasted a bit longer. I think 20 to 23 hours is a good time for a Resident Evil game, because they're just that fantastic, they're that phenomenal, and they don't come out that often. We got this game 3 years after Resident Evil 4 Remake. So, I mean, come on, after 3 years, give us a game that actually lasts 20 hours. But this game is gonna get DLC, so I guess they'll add to the time. But whatever, guys. You guys tell me what you think of this game. Am I on point, or am I missing something?